Dante's Inferno had 9 circles of hell. This game has those 9 circles in it. This game also has a solo mode. So that means it is time for me to hit this game like a hermit and try out that solo mode of Inferno Deluxe. Deluxe basically means it's got a bunch of really cool bits. You'll see them out there. Here we are set up for that solo play of Inferno with the deluxe components. So a few changes to the setup is first we place the 3 shortcuts. So the shortcuts are bypassed. So he's basically going to go from here to here, here, here. So I basically got rid of the spots that gave the extra bonuses and such. And I start right there. I get 1 Black Guardian, so in this instance we have Minos, because I kind of like him, plus there's a lot already to maintain in this game, and he seems to be about one of the easier ones to manage, plus he has a different rule based on this. We are then going to look at our family card. If it had a 1 on it with a crossed out, we wouldn't be able to use it. Mine did not, so we instead, or either way, we add 1 at a 4th noble to your home. So this one has me starting off with 4 florins, 2 fraud cards, of course, 3 drachmas, and the 3 nobles. So now I have a 4th, and then we do not advance on the sin tracks. The rules changes is if my infamy token ever falls below 0, I lose. Each location can only have 1 family member at a time. No points are going to be awarded for achieving reputation in Florence at the end of the game. If I go to the haystack, instead of adding an urchin, I replace my noble with an urchin, so I can never have more than 4 family members at a time. And then Minos, wherever the tail is, I will be getting 2 additional points if I score a soul in that circle. I'm going to be basically playing the game as normal outside of those couple adjustments. Now what is going to happen is at the end of the game, I am going to use a separate infamy token for endgame scoring. So all of my scoring during the game, between moving the souls in here and getting points from maneuvering on this track, are going to be kept with my normal little green one, which I just realized is not really on the camera that well, but just know it is there. Can I scooch this slight bit? Maybe. There we go. Well, you'll kind of figure it out as it goes. Then what's going to happen is the end of game scoring. So for the fraud cards, for the diploma points, and for any penalties from taking a loan from Sharon, I am going to use that I'm going to use a separate one, so in this instance, a white one. And then I am going to take the lower of those 2 scores, compare it to the table to see how I did. So this is the base solo game. There are challenges that you can do. This one is payback day, so this one is you can't take a loan from Sharon. If you can't take the health phase, your game would end. And then based on your difficulty, you need to get to a certain money repayment plan, basically, to Sharon when you get to the different diploma levels or lose that amount of points. There are a couple other challenges, but this is a big, massive game. I just wanted to try the solo mode basic. So I am basically going to be playing just normal-wise and then doing that end game scoring different at, of course, the end of the game. With all that being said, I think what we are going to do is we are going to play one round of me putting them out, accusing a sinner, and then we'll fast forward until the end of the game where I can show you that end game scoring and kind of how the board looks at the end. There will be timestamps down below for you to jump to the end after you've watched the whole kind of how the game plays, if that is something you are wanting. Plus, there will be a timestamp so you can see my final score and see how victorious I was and who I equate to on that book. Alrighty, that was a long preamble. So looking at my cards here, my fraud cards is always a good thing to look at to get the instant bonuses. Both of them want the little wine barrel, and then they have different endgame ones. And looking out here, this one wants the wine barrel. So I think that will be one of the things that we look at getting as soon as possible. But to get one of those, I am going to need an urchin. So with that being that, maybe I want to get an urchin right away, which means I want to go where the stag is. So we are going to pay our 1 drachma for the hell phase, where we are going to move one of these souls down. Oh, just realized that's not actually out there yet. To move one of the souls down, we are going to, as I said, want to go to the stag more than likely. Is there somewhere I want to go after that maybe I can move the purple down and kind of get some points right away? So there. I won't have them yet. It's going to be kind of putting people out. I do have a decent amount of florins. So maybe I want to get a dis out right away. Or maybe another guess. I mean, I guess in general. Maybe get a tower, get all that built up first. So we are going to... I paid my money. We're going to put this purple one right here. We're going to put ourselves in the haystack. And that noble is gone forever. Replaced by that urchin. And that was it. Now we go back to the hell phase. We are going to move him down here. Right, is that right? Wait, is that... No, I wanted to go, yeah, to the home. Go there. That is going to score me 2 points. I should mention, if you have no idea what's going on or how this plays, there will be a link right now up above for an unboxing and a how to play, so you can see how the game itself plays, because I'm going to be playing by those same basic rules, but I wasn't going to get into all that here. Just know I'm going to be moving souls down. Where I land is where I take the action up here. These actions do stuff on my home board, and I'm eventually going to accuse sins, move up on tracks, and score points. So I went there because I want to get another level on my board. So I apologize, you're not going to have much of a chance to see my board. Maybe I'll put it here until I start kind of getting down this way. So you're not going to be able to have much of an option to see this, basically just because of how massive this board is. So that got me there. I know I'm going to want to do the tower action. So again, we have to spend a drachma to bring a soul down into hell. So I said I wanted to get a guess because I don't have any guess yet. Might not be a bad idea to get the ice blue going, seeing as that's where I will have someone anyways. Let's go ahead and... So we're going to spend our we spend our drachma. We got to move to the ship wheel. The ship wheel here, ship wheel there, ship wheel there. We're going to go to this ship wheel, I think, with our green guy. We are then going to spend our florin. I'm going to hold on to it, though, because by going here, we're going to grab one of these. So that is the lower 1, 2, 3, 4. We are going to, I think, grab the ice blue because I'm right there. Gray will probably be next because I know I'm going to go for a barrel. And we'll put him on this level there, which gives me 1 florin returned. So I have 1 worker left, so I can move him to the stag, or I can technically go through him, get down to the wheel again, which that one doesn't matter. That is releasing people from my tower. I haven't accused anyone yet, so that doesn't matter. I don't want to go here again and spend another florin because it's going to actually cost me 1, and I don't think I really want to get a second guest yet. I can't get the barrel. I don't have a barrel to really make this worthwhile, although I will want to try and get some more drachmas. And I'm not going to do a fraud card, so I could go over there with the keys. So yeah, we are going to dink over here to the keys. That's going to give me 2 points. We're going to put him on that one, which costs me a florin. I can turn up to 3 florins into drachmas. I'm going to turn 2 florins into 2 drachmas, so I have enough to move my souls around. I can then move a cube or put out a marker on a wall of dis. We will put one, you know what, let's go ahead and just start right there. And then I could spend 1 to move my guy right here, or spend 2 to do a river Styx. I don't want to do a river Styx yet, but I do think I am going to spend 1 of those ones I just got to move him. And we're going to move him, I think. Let's see, I got yellow. I could put that down there. I'm about to accuse light blue. We're going to move him all the way down here and put my tail on that spot. So I am low on money. So that was that. So now we move into the accusation, or we still do the health phase, but wherever I put my meeple or the soul is where I'm going to have to accuse. So I know I cannot accuse in yellow because I don't have the yellow guest. So I could do green, I could do purple, or I could do the ice blue. I'd already planned on ice blue, although I may hold off on that now. And see about maybe getting some of these other colors in to start getting some form of chain where I can go down. So I think we want to accuse green. So we spend a drachma. Green is in the house. I think I'm going to do the yellow. And I think I'm going to want to get the yellow somewhere around there. So we'll start him on that house. So we are going to accuse green. So the first thing that happens is I bring my person back to the house. I can put them anywhere. I don't want to put them there because had I accused ice blue, that is where they'd have to go. So we're going to put him right there. Next, we bring back all of the rest of my family members. We then grab a soul that matches that color, put it in the graveyard. We advance on that soul's track, which is right here. We can then take a guardian action and get a drachma. I think for now we're gonna move him back up here and bring this because I might be bringing that green guy down before I bring that yellow guy down. And that is it. We are now going to basically rinse and repeat this. Oh, no, last thing is Dante moves a spot. And if he was at one of the diploma spots, we would be awarding that diploma. And this rotates. There we go. That actually rotated because that's what I used the fill at the beginning of the game. Then you bring up the next one. That is one thing I always tend to forget is switching out the cards. So again, we are going to rinse and repeat this until Dante reaches that final spot, and then we get into end game scoring. And as I said, I think that's when I'll bring you back in is maybe once I know he's about to move there, we'll check it out. Alrighty, so I'll see you at the end. Alright, so I'm about to do my last accusation. And what I am going to do is I am going to move him down to here to get those 5 points. And typically I'd have to go in the house. I have no one over there. So I took my loan. I'm going to spend my 2 Drakkers to go anywhere. And I think I'm going to be going with yellow, because yellow is going to let me do the river Styx, which will let me move up another one of the silver tracks. So we accuse our yellow. Our family members come back, like so. We accused yellow. So yellow comes out. And actually, I forgot about that will be out. So I could, so I moved that up. Gets me one of these, although they don't really matter in this one because I can't turn them in for stuff because I'm going to have all the diplomas. So I could do 2 of those to go up, one on the yellow, or 2 of these to go up on the gold. So I think we are going to do those 2, go up on one of the gold tracks. Because of me filling in things, they're all going to score maximum. So it didn't fully matter. This would be 3 points. This would be, we'll go up there. Alright, so that is, and then he moves down and awards me my last diploma. I have 1 wall of disc token left because I believe in a 3 to 4, this is a little wider and there's an extra spot. Alright, so going forward now we move into end game scoring, which let me grab my sheet to make sure I am doing it in the proper order. And at this point, we grab our separate score marker. So, did the final events. Scoring of fraud cards. So, looking here, let's fill in some of these first. So, I need 1 red filled in. Got 1 red there, 1 red there. That lets me do another river of Styx. That'd give me 1. So we will do this one to do a river of Styx. Kick you out and push up the gray. Then this one is going to let me put out 1 red one on there. This one's going to give me a point for each spot on there. So we go 1, 2, and 3. So I can move up on a track and back on a track or put out 2 yellow. Let's go ahead and put out 2 yellow. 1 point for the green, so that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1 point for my brown, which is 3 or 2 of the blue. Let's go ahead and put out, blue. Moving back 2 is really only going to be a point. That gives me 3, so we'll leave that one. 1, 2, and 3. And this is put out 3 purple. 1, 2, 3. So that will be pretty significant. 4, 1, 2, and 3. So I've scored my fraud cards. Then we adjust these. So looking down here, purple goes back 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Green is bombed. I meant to get out more green stuff, just didn't end up happening. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Brown got bombed how I thought. Blue goes back 2. And then these are all filled, so those don't move at all. Gain additional diplomas. I don't need to. I have them all. Diploma scoring. So this is going to be 2 times 3 is 6. 4 times 1 is 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is 3 times 1, 1, 2, and 3. This is 1 times 2, 1 and 2. I really didn't do a good job on the top half. I focused on everything on the bottom, because this is going to be 20, 40, 60, 75, which puts me at 100. So that's 60 over to 100. And then repayment of Charon. So -1, -2. So I think I was at 29. So 89 is my final score. We look in here, 89 is actually those who committed fraud. So that is Ulysses. In the arts of deception, you excel. Infamy suits you well. A devious salute to your cunning. Alright, so that was a solo play of Inferno Deluxe. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope you can go ahead and like the video. Subscribe to the channel. Ring the bell to be alerted to when I do more of these videos. Probably not such a big, long game. This is one of the more heavier ones that we have done on the channel. And if you want to go ahead and share the video so others can see the glory that is Inferno. Also down there is a link to support our Ko-fi, which is something that you can do to help support the channel and basically buy me a drink and we can toast to my victory in hell. So, until next time, pew!